So guys, from the last part of the video that we started our first React app or React project. So all the folder structure here we would understand in today's video. Okay, so this is what the React give us from the first or like in the boilerplate form. Node modules, this is the part where all the dependencies for our project get installed, but it's a very big, like you can check that all the dependencies are installed here, but we are not using it in the code, but it's very essential for us. Okay, so node modules is where all the dependencies or temporary or like templates are installed. This is the public icon where our fav icon is shown. This is what after like running our app here it's reflecting. Okay, so like this is the fav icon, this is the index.html. I would minimize it a little bit so you guys can check. This is what it's rendering on our the screen. Like for example, I would help you understand from here. You guys can get understand it better that this is our app. Like in the title it is like showing a react app. If I change it to home, it will change to home. Okay, so like this is what HTML like does. Okay, so within the HTML we have a div which is with the name of the root. Okay, so we would understand the folder structure. This is our logo which is like rotating, and this is our next logo. This is like manifest.json, which is like all the details of our project. For example, a React app which is on the title, and this is the React app sample, then fav icon details, logo details, and etc. All details, background color details, and all details is on the manifest.json, and this is robots.txt. So this is where all our files are like images etc are placed. This is the src. So whenever our browser runs this src folder is what date first like check. This is the index.html which our browser first start execution from. This I would help you understand this better. Okay, so what's this? This is like importing react from react, and then also importing the react dom and app. Okay, so what it's like getting what our browser understand from this code. This is like the code from where like from the document get element by id and root. You know root what is it's like redirecting it to the date html which is in the public, and the id of the div is root. Okay, so from here it's like get compiled or executed by the browser. Okay, so from the root it assign date to the root, and after the root it start rendering it, and our app gets start. Okay, this is our app. So what our app is doing, like we have an class name app and app header app logo, and like that's rotating and like showing the learn react. Okay, I would help you understand it with like side by side. Okay, so this is what that executes. From example it is learn react. If I start it from learn basit, okay, so like it will render it to the learn basit. Okay, so yeah, you can check learn basit. That's how it actually working. Okay, so as I am giving some short template video to you guys, so that's how this works, starting from the index and then like calling the root of within the html. Okay, so from here is from the html, and then after the root is rendering and the app is called from here. Okay, and that's how the execution works in the react. Okay, so we have some app.css which is like by default given to me, and app.js which is like some logic, no more logic, like simple that app which we discussed. Okay, and this is index.js which like the very first a thing which our browser will run, it will be this. Okay, index.js. We have other things also here, which is like package.json. It's giving us the details about our project, which is like the hello world project. You guys can check it, hello world, and version, private, and then some dependencies. Okay, so these are the dependencies which are installed here. Okay, within the node modules you can check your all dependencies. Okay, like testing, library, dom, etc, etc. So all these are reflecting in the node modules folder. So within the package.json, these are some like details in our project. This is also the details but enhanced details of our project. Okay, so that's how the folder structure works. From the very beginning you must have to, like, you cannot change for this src folder. Okay, every name will be src, and within the src you would code in the index.html. Like, this is the main public static void main. You guys can change the execution entry of your project, Java or React project. Okay, so from here you can start. Okay, for example, I can also change it, so that to understand better I would help you with some more logics. Okay, for example, yeah, you can change it. For example, I add some header here. Okay, you guys can hope understand better. I If I uh, give some heading here which is like h1, and here I will give some subscribe me guys. Okay, and hitting the control S, and you can check it that it's changing and like it's looking some attractive. Okay, so why it's in center, that's what you guys can check, that it's in the app.css and it's like in the center. Okay, so that's how the folder structure. Hope so you understood it in better way. Within the src you would give all the executable code. In the public you would place all the pngs and components, and yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much. Hope in the next video we would go with the react components, that how the react components actually work. Hope you understood this video, and if you guys have any queries you guys can check that how I installed it, and then this folder structure came to me and I am working with this. So that's all for today, guys. In the next video we will start it with a complete components tutorial, and will help you guys understand how the components in the react work.